those who are going to hear him for the first time, and I can tell you, you are in for a treat, especially the young generation. Here is a very brief introduction. Professor Anilkumar was the voice of Bhagwan for the non-Telugu speaker devotees for over 2 decades. Translating Swami's discourses live, including from this very podium and stage in 1993, as well as on numerous occasions, word for word, sense for sense, literally and faithfully, adapting Swami's message from one language to another, maintaining the content, style and tone, and he did it with great distinction. Professor Anilkumar was, prior to being Swami's full-time translator, was the state president of the Andhra Pradesh Sri Sathya Sai Seva organization, was also the principal of the Vrindavan campus of Sri Sathya Sai Institute of Higher Learning, and as well as was faculty in the Biosciences department at the Puttaparthi campus. Author of over 35 books on Sai literature in English and Hindi, including Quest Eternal, Memories and Memoirs, Divine Daffodils, Sai-chology, just to name a few. Professor Anilkumar has travelled frequently to Sai centers worldwide, and he continues to do so, to deliver talks on Swami's life, message and teachings, and which he does with undiminished energy, enthusiasm and joy, and you are going to see that very shortly. May I now therefore request Shri Anilkumar to share his memories, and before that may I also extend a very warm welcome to Mrs. Vijay Lakshmi Anilkumar Kamaraju, and his daughter Dr. Yashaswini. May I now request Shri Anilkumar sir to share his memories of Sai Darshan with us, and as well give us a sense of what it was to be translating for Swami, and including the anecdotes he can share with us in the which he had the privilege of in the divine proximity of Swami. Sai.
Om Sai Ram.
Sai Ram.
Once again, Sai Ram.
Sai Ram.
Here you go. My humble pranams at the lotus feet of our most beloved Bhagwan, dear friends. You made me younger at least by 27 years, at least. Because I left this place in the year 1995. But still, let me confess in the presence of Bhagwan, I had the sweetest of experiences in Bangalore, Whitefield. I'm also grateful to many of the devotees in Bangalore. I know, I'm extremely happy to have met Sri Murthy Garu there. And I know Swami talking to him every time. He never missed an opportunity to talk to him. I'm so happy that he is here. I am also happy to see some youngsters who are aging, I believe. Naturally, let us age gracefully. I remember those days, and the president has already announced that I should speak on reminiscences of Sai Darshan, he said. I don't know how long can I speak on that. But anyway, Swami wanted me to go over here for the inaugural function, and I came here and stood there and expected to translate his talk. The beauty of it is, he started speaking in Kannada, making me helpless. But at least you would have asked me to sit down. He didn't do that. He went on speaking and he didn't allow me to take seat. And then at the end, Swami comments, I speak Kannada very fluently, you know. Swami, I know only the why. I speak Kannada, that's what Bhagavan said. To the extent I remember, I remember another occasion, there in Kodaikanal, Major General Mahadeva was the state president of Tamil Nadu at that time. Swami celebrated the Tamil New Year there. Well, I have got the habit, some kind of fascination for dress, being the product of a Christian college. Swami saw me wearing the new dress and looked at me, why new suit today? What should I tell him? Swami, Tamil New Year. You are Andhra fellow, why new suit? Then I said, Swami, to Sai devotees, all languages are important. Every day is a celebration. Every day is a festival. Therefore, I am here like this. The next sentence was, I can speak Tamil very fluently, you know. Yes. Well, I can speak in Tamil. Well, I don't need your translation. Okay, Swami. Then how about the new dress you have on? Swami, it's all right. See, Anilkumar, you are in new dress. All people should see. And today, if I speak in Tamil and you have no opportunity to translate, what you are going to do? And I felt very much embarrassed when you were speaking like that. Then he asked Major General Mahadevan, you translate Tamil. Anilkumar will translate English. Today we'll have double translation, he said. I said, why, Swami? Both of you should be there. I remember that when Swami is playing with people, while appointing me as a principal of this Vrindavan campus, he said to me, I'm appointing them to go to Bangalore because I'll be very, very free there. That's what he said. Literally true. Yes, he is very, very free in Vrindavan when compared to any other place. And there's no boy who had no opportunity of speaking to him. Every day he talks to them sitting there in Vrindavan, talking to them. It's really worth remembering for several lives to come. I also remember another occasion. Swami visited the Tumkur granite factory, established Ramesh Bethi, an international factory, I believe, and Swami wanted me to accompany. But you know what happened was he made me sit in the next car. Swami's car in the front, and I was sitting with some guests in the next car. But I was not happy. Why should I travel? Why not in your car? That's what I was feeling. Then, believe me, on the way, Swami's car picked up some problem. Flat tire. Flat tire. He got down immediately, got into our car, and I said, Supanathi, nee valla yochinna. You are a fellow of jealousy, therefore I had to say, yes, Swami, I feel you so sad. Then we went to Tumkur straight away. There was music program by Anup Jalota, very interesting program there. And then at the end, there is a meeting of the board of governors there in an international company, and one from Japan, one from France, and one from different countries like that. They were all seated there in the governing body meeting hall with their big chairs and all the decorum that a multinational company demands. And they were all seated there, and Swami was just talking to them. should I go in or not? If I go in, did I ask you to come? If I don't go in, why have I brought you here? Why have you come? What am I? To be or not to be? That is the question. So what I was doing was just loitering at the entrance. If you look seriously, I can run away from there. And you can call me to get in, just loitering. Please believe me, I am highly conscious of the fact that I am speaking in the divine presence. Swami spoke to each one of the foreign representatives in their language.
Wow.
He was speaking to a Japanese person in Japan, Japanese language, French like France, like that. How would I know that? Standing at distance, quick, sound like that. Change in sounds. Oh, I was standing there. After that, Swami came slowly and said, why are you moving like that? Then I want to change the mood of Swami. Swami, you know so many languages? I know, but I brought you here for you to know. Very good. A small doubt, Swami. I have got the habit of making Swami stand for some time in front of us, so that all will have darshan. There's no point in saying, take this letter and pass out, I don't like it. Let Swami stand there, give darshan to everybody. You are just a plea or an excuse, so that everybody will enjoy his darshan. Then I said, Swami, a small doubt. Again, come on, ask what. Swami, when you know all the languages, why do you need a translator? Why do you need a translator? You can speak in English as well. Why do you need a translator? Then he said, this avatar has taken birth here in this region where Telugu is spoken, therefore I speak, not that I do not know English. I speak this language only because the avatar is born here. Oh, I see. That was a great revelation to me. Then they all had a sumptuous lunch for all the representatives. Well, I had no seat there. What shall I do? I simply came out respectfully and then went to the kitchen, managed with the cooks there, and had one lime juice, that's all. Swami finished his lunch and came out. While back home, Swami had a stop break there at Adikeshwar Naidu's residence. It is in Prakash Nagar. It is there. He stopped there for a snack and arranged all different items. And Swami called Adikeshwar Naidu and said, Anilkumar did not have lunch. Serve every item twice. Wow. And also I remember the love that he has shown. I also remember another occasion, Swami had been to that music hall. What was that? That music hall. Chaudaya Memorial Hall. You can't question my memory. Swami visited the Chaudaya Memorial Hall, and that meeting was attended by Jafar Sharif at the time, Veerappa Moili at the time. All top people were there. And Swami also walked majestically in a royal style and sat on his chair. And then suddenly, Swami is sitting in the front row, he turned back and walked long distance till the end of the hall, climbing all the steps, and looked at a gentleman, very lean and thin, retired long back, waiting for interplanetary travel at the earliest. And Swami went close to him and said, oh, Tatarao, when did you come? Tatarao was a TTD chairman at one time and director of the electricity board at another time. Swami identified him sitting behind and brought him to the front row, made him sit. and introduce him. Anilkumar Tataru Chakna Kumar. Yemaba, Abba Uchinda, is your wife here? Yes, Swami. Come, let her sit. That is Swami, please remember that. There is no question of forgetfulness. There is no question of ignoring anybody. There is no question of past generation, present generation. No. All belong to him. He loves everybody equally. There is no question of grades at all. I saw that. And then, at that moment, Session was the chief guest. Session the Great, the chief election commissioner. When he entered the hall, and many of the youth went on clapping, shouting, Session Jindabad, Session said. He came down, climbed the steps, and a big garland, huge garland. Well, he was garlanded by that. He didn't accept it. He collected that garland with both of his hands, sat at the feet of Swami, started separating the petals of the flowers, worshipping the lotus feet of the Lord. I very well remember that. And then what did Session speak? I remember one or two points. What he said was, you all say that Session was a very efficient man as chief election commissioner. But I tell you, I could face all kinds of odds, all sorts of enemies, because of the strength of Bhagavan Sri Satsang. Just as Prahlad could face anybody, I could face anybody because Swami is with me. That's what Session said. That is still ringing in my ears. I often quote that gentleman who openly said at that meeting. I also remember another occasion, Telugu New Year, Kannada New Year, both of them fall on the same day. Well, Shankar Dayal Sharma was the chief guest of that year, the President of India. And Swami already sat there and called me, Anilkumar, you speak until you see the President's car from a distance. Then you stop. So I should speak, look to Swami, and also a three-dimensional attention. So I went on speaking, tracing his car coming close to the building. I stopped. Because if you just trespass any discipline, you have to collect your luggage for Kaduguri railway station. I know how dangerous it is, walking on the razor's edge. That's okay, then I stopped. My purpose is to let you know what Shankar Dayal Sharma spoke. Because day after tomorrow is the newest day. That is the time for all of us to remind ourselves what that great man said. Bhagavan, I have not come here in the capacity of President of India. I have come here as your simple, humble devotee. Secondly, he said, it is conventional to think that whatever you do on a New Year's Day, you'll be repeating throughout the year. I have come here to have your darshan so that I have many more darshan. And third thing he said was, Swami, I have not come here to speak. Kindly take my time also. You speak. I have come here to listen to you. That's what Shankar Dayal Sharma said. I remember that. I also remember very well the inauguration of Super Specialities Hospital here in Bangalore. And I too followed Swami for my job to translate his thought. And then it was attended by one or two governors, two or three chief ministers, all top of them are there. Quite nice. And then Swami gave his discourse. Prior to that, Atal Bihari Vajpayee, the then Prime Minister of India, what did you say? What did he say? This is worth quoting everywhere by every Sai devotee. You know what he said? Swami, as the Prime Minister of this country, I can say, this sort of hospital cannot be built by any government anywhere within a record time. What you have done, that's what you say. That is the statement what I said. I also remember Ramadevi, the governor of Karnataka at that time. I think you must have heard his name. Of course, I also find some generation gap among the people seated here. And then Ramadevi, the governor at that time, she said, well, you know what you said? Swami, I would rather say it will take 8 to 10 years for this government to construct a hospital of this type, which you could do it within 6 months. That is the mystery, the miracle of Bhagavan. That also I very well remember. A beautiful sight for gods to witness that day. At the same time, I should also tell you another naked truth, fact of facts. When Swami had been to Madras for the inauguration of drinking water supply to Chennai, Swami had been there, attended by all top people, ministers, chief ministers, governors, from that end to this end. And Karunanidhi, he was the chief minister at that time. And Karunanidhi, as you know, the most popular leader. Every sentence was cheered and applauded by the audience. And there at the end of the meeting, Karunanidhi came slowly to Swami, whispered something into his ear. We can't hear that. That evening, Swami visited Karunanidhi at his residence. Later I got the report because I am very much interested to know how things are happening. The most popular media today across the world is BBC, British Broadcasting Corporation, and self-styled Anilkumar Broadcasting Corporation in the Sai world. And then I got the reports from reliable sources. There are no photographs, anything whatsoever, at the residence of Karunanidhi. After the dinner, he requested Swami, would you send me your photo, Swami? Would you send me your picture? That is the only picture today adorning the walls of the chief minister in Tamil Nadu. What more you want? What more you want? And we also know Stalin waiting for his darshan 3 days there at Chennai. And I very well remember Rajinikanth, the most famous film actor, waiting for Swami's darshan. For 2 to 3 days he sat there. And our Swami, he doesn't think of your position, your popularity, your scholarship, nothing. When Rajinikanth sat here, Swami started giving darshan that way. And he went on collecting letters from all devotees, which he never did before. All old files are cleared. Next day, he started materializing everything. Prize distribution went on. And third day, he comes to Rajinikanth and said, oh, when did you come? Very good. And then he gave them interview. He came with his 2 daughters. That also I very well remember. My association, my stay here in Bangalore, reminds me all those reminiscences, all those past incidents and events that I cherished for a lifetime. But for my stay in Bangalore, I would not have been so close to Swami. I am sure, because in Bangalore Whitefield, every day he used to call me and speak there, talk to students, every day almost. That way, this Bangalore is close to me, spiritually. Though initially, I cannot hide facts. Initially, the beginning period of my stay here was challenging and testing. Karnataka is sattvic, calm people, pious people. They take sattvic food. While I'm a Rajasic fellow, eating all kinds of spicy food. Here people are non-spicy, very calm. We know that. In India, Karnataka is one of the most peaceful states. That we know that. Because of sattvic food they consume. Yes. As is the food, so is the mind. As is the mind, so is the thought. As is the thought, so is the action. As is the action, so is the reaction. That's what Bhagavan says. Something like chemistry. He does chain reaction. He develops his subject. I am very uncomfortable because I had to stay alone here in Vrindavan. And there are most of the boys, after games, they go to the hostel. And from 6 o'clock onwards, I have to spend in that jungle. The very first day I joined the duty, I could not sleep. Then I called the watchman. Went on asking about his family, his wife, his children, his father-in-law. That fellow observed something wrong with me. And then Dr. Sir, duty sir, please, hurry you go ahead, don't worry. Then I told within my Swami, if I could sleep tonight, I'll continue to stay, or else back off. Please forgive me. Believe it or not, then I could sleep. That's really wonderful thing. He made me stay here. Many people came and said, Anilkumar, you are here. No, I am not here. He made me to come here. In fact, I came here by invitation. My PhD is not there even today. When Swami visited Chennai, he called me and said, why don't you come to Bangalore? He said. Simply I followed him. Therefore, and then what happened was, in the earlier period, as I said, I was staying alone. My wife used to come there every month and go. But she said, you cannot depend on this food, I understand, I know. Why don't you learn some cooking? I'm the only fellow in my family who doesn't know any sort of cooking except making instant coffee. That I can do. I don't know anything. What is to be done? So what she did was, she took that calendar hanging on the wall. On the next side, river side is plain. She wrote notes there. Complete notes. Cooker, wash it well. Keep it away. Stop. And then place these things. Rice here, no, she said. And she left. My first experiment on the day when Swami was to go back to Puttaparthi. When Swami goes back from Bangalore, it is a lovely chance given to all faculty to go inside and do namaskar to Swami. All the faculty are very privileged. All right, I started cooking first experiment. She said, in 15 minutes, you will get a whistle. Wait for 3 whistles, close it gently, wait for some time, remove the nozzle, turn the lid, all the instructions she wrote like qualitative analysis in chemistry. Okay. 15 minutes over, 20 minutes over, 30 minutes over, that lid is not coming up. No whistle at all. No, I'm very much irritated. I want to break it there only. Because the time of Swami is coming down. I should be there. Then I switched it off and went there. Swami started climbing the steps. The beautiful smile, the red robe of Swami, waving his hand. And when everybody was there, he said, is cooking over? Swami, what cooking, Swami? No whistles. What am I to do? It is coming chichi. He wrote all the notes, Swami, I could not. There's no water there, I have not. You're mistaken, he said. And finally said, at this age, I don't think that you can learn of cooking at all. There used to be one attender there by name Sanjeevi. Hey, Sanjeevi! He said like that. Immediately that fellow came with 2 pickle bottles. And he gave it to me. Rice, you get it from the canteen, something like that. Manage. That's what he said. His concern, really, I appreciate and cherish for lifetime. cherish for life. I have not tasted that kind of parental care and love from anybody throughout my life. I also remember in the year 1988, Swami visited Ooty, Nandanvan. You know what Ooty is? I come from Bangalore, Andhra Pradesh, which is a furnace almost. We don't have any other season. Summer, greater summer, something like that. We don't have any other season. So when we went to Ooty, I was shivering like that. Swami said, Anilkumar, that's your room. I went there. Very uncomfortable, how to tell Swami. Swami immediately rushed into my room and said, Papa, name this some Guntur fellow. And then he said, I have this blanket. And after 10 minutes, again he came. Blankets won't do. Basically. And then he came and said, oh, we'll keep one heater here. You manage. He kept it. But still I'm feeling very cold. Third time Swami immediately came, got into the room and said, this is my personal shawl. So soft. On the surface it is biscuit color. At the center, a very big picture of a deer lying in front of, taking rest under a tree. A beautiful shawl. Anilkumar said, come on, lie down. And I just kept it. And the shawl will here. How are you? Warm enough? Good night, sir. Good night, sir. My friends, are they true? Are they true? Have they happened? Am I the participant? Am I worthy of it? I'm not able to understand. So many miracles of that kind, so many experiences of that kind made me to hold on to this place. In spite of, I don't need to tell you. Irrespective of, which you know pretty well. But the life with Swami is not so smooth. We do have certain challenging times. If he wants to give you any kind of ring or anything like in the interview room, if he wants to scold you, it will be in public. Oh yes, open. Those who are very close to him, holding responsible positions, they must have gone through this. Inevitably. If any fellow says, I never had that experience, it should be a trash, utter lie, or he is not that close to Swami as you know. Suppose I say, I kept my hand in the fire, it has not burnt. Either it's not a hand, or it's not a fire. So that kind of challenging moments are there, but yet the sweetest part, the life I spent with him. This apart. So many things that there's no end up to this. There's so many experiences there in Kodaikanal and Ooty, the Madras and Bangalore. That's a different chapter altogether that will engage you for a different session, in a different session altogether. We'll have it, God willing, sometime later. Now, my friends, just to think of Swami as a world teacher. As a world teacher, we cannot limit him to the physical frame and the holy name, matchless name that he bears. Baba is divine, cosmic energy today. In several countries, particularly in South America, or what you call Latin America, in countries like Colombia, Peru, Guatemala, El Salvador, so many places like that in Latin America. 90% or even more have not seen Swami, have not been to this place, but thousands of devotees are there at every place. That is Sai, that is Sai. That is Sai. If I say I'm a Sai devotee because he granted me a number of interviews, any buffalo can be like that. It's not your greatness. And then some people, they gave me this ring, he gave me change. So what? It reflects more of his love towards you than your desertness. It's not your desertness, it is love towards you. It's a blessing that we should all remember. Lima, the capital of Peru, when I had been there, Latin America, well, sat there, two girls brought me a 1,000-page book, this much, big one. All bhajans, 1,000 of them. They kept it on my lap. Uncle, whatever bhajan you like, please tell us, we will sing. Whatever bhajan you like, let us know, we will sing. 1,000 bhajans. How many of us can sing 10 bhajans? Wherever I went, I tell you, my friends, it was only a learning and a living experience. Learning process and a living experience. So Bhagavan Baba is beyond time and space. Is cosmic energy. Cosmic energy. You think of me wherever you are, I manifest. It is on record when Swami visited Chennai, a state president who spoke preceding Swami's discourse, what he said was, "Oh devotees, I want all of you to come to Prashanthalayam and experience Swami." He thought that is the best way to speak about Swami. How about our Swami? You don't need to come to Prashanthalayam. Your heart is Prashanthalayam. Your place is Prashanthalayam. Your home is Prashanthalayam. It is everywhere, wherever you are located. That is Bhagavan Sai Seva. That is Bhagavan Sai Seva. Meaning, he is available to everybody across the world today. And he also manifested himself physically to many of the devotees in times of dire need. Perhaps we experience a divinity more today than before. Earlier times were obsessed by the physical frame. Today, we have got some timings for darshan. Today, 24-hour Swami is available. No darshan times, no veranda, no VIP seats, no first line or last line. We are always first because Swami is here. One gentleman, I was sitting there, he asked Swami, "Swami, I want a room here in Prashanthalayam. I want some room. Please allot one flat for me." Swami said, "Oh, you already have it. Why do you ask me again?" "Swami, I don't have. If I have, why do I ask?" "Your heart is the flat. I am there. You don't need flats here." What a wonderful thing. What a wonderful personality. What a wonderful personality. Love incarnate. Love on 2 feet is Bhagavan Sai Seva. I'm a personal witness. When we're going by car to Kodaikanal, suddenly you saw some of the villagers, their ladies, carrying firewood on their head. Swami suddenly stopped the car. He carries some bag with him. Anilkumar, open the cover. Open the bag. There are 500 rupees notes, something like that. Give her one note, he said. That lady carrying firewood, I gave her 500 note. Then I had a question mark on my face. Does Swami know calculation? Does he not count money? Or what is it giving 500 rupees to? Do you know what Swami said? "Na summistunte nuvedu chayuda." When I am giving my money, why do you cry like that? "No, Swami, I am just fine." Then I gave a kind of indication to that poor lady to do Pada Namaskar. I was there. Swami could spot it. "If you do it, get down from the car." I don't like it. I am not giving anything for any acknowledgement, for any thanksgiving, for any expression of gratitude, because I am love. You are all my children. That's what he said. You are all my children. I don't expect any thanks. But love incarnate. That's really wonderful. One day you must have seen people, some thatched hats there. And one fellow was selling those hats, very poor fellow. And Swami called him. How many hats are there? 20, Swami. What is the price? 5 rupees from Mohan. And for 1,000 rupees he gave. And then he told me, he has aged parents at home. He has to take care of them. Because Sai Baba is here, many would come and he would earn some money, have some business and feed his parents. That I know, you do not know. That's what is. That is Sai Baba. That is Sai Baba. Can we ever imagine that Swami cares for these things? Small things. They may appear to be small and petty, but they are acts of His grace and magnificent love. One day, he wanted me to call the cook from inside, a lady. She came there, and immediately Swami gave her a kanchi silk saree. To my calculation, it cannot be less than 20,000 or so. Then I said, Swami, 20,000 saree to a cook. Why not? They are to attend weddings. They are to visit their relatives. Let them wear this saree and say, this is given by Sai Baba. They will be happy. They will preserve it for a lifetime. That is. Experiencing is different from reading. Experience is different from listening. Experience something different from dreaming. Experience is experience. That's what he did. I was shocked how Swami. He had photographs with him, and the cameras with him brought by Hira from Tokyo, Japan. All the cameras are very costly, expensive. He started distributing camera, one camera to every shop, just like that. Anilkumar all got it? Yes. No. There are so many cars, so many drivers following Swami. Call them and give one camera. Is at least to oversight. Cooks are there. Call them and give them. That is Bhagavan's. His compassion. He will never calculate whether that fellow deserves this camera or not. What I would get from him in return. No, impossible. One unidirectional flow of love. One should really drench one's own self in the fountain of love, and then you will know what Bhagavan is. So all the divinity that we think of, all the divinity we heard about from different epics, from different scholars, they are visualized, experienced today in the form of Bhagavan Sri Sathya Sai Baba. We heard how the food is multiplied in terms of Draupadi, Panchapandava. Durvasa came with the disciples for lunch, no food there. But Krishna made it multiply like that. Same thing had happened there. Swami has got the habit of inviting everybody, come on. They expected only for 600 or so, got the food ready. But when Swami went on calling, it crossed 1,000. And that Mrs. Ratnalal called me and said, please inform Swami that food is exhausted. That was my earlier period. So I went and Swami, had it been later I would not have done so. That was only just a honeymoon period where mistakes are tolerated enough. So I went to Swami and said, Swami, it is over. Huh? When he says, Amen, you will get something. Huh? He gets really. Huh? Swami, Mrs. Ratnalal told me, see, no one should say, Ledu, Kadu. Ledu, enough, exhausted. Kadu, no. Nobody should say these two words to me. Be careful. Huh? Go and see, he said. I went there. Swami is the eternal witness. By the time I went inside, all the utensils are full of sambar, rice and curry, enough for all the devotees that I saw. Personally, I don't believe things directly like that because my background is different from Brahma Samaj. We don't believe in idolatry. We don't believe in avatar. From such a background I have come. I don't accept things straight away like that. Personal verification. I saw that. Like this, my friends. If you want to develop faith, if you want to have got some kind of confidence in yourself, there is our champion, Bhagavan Sri Sathya Sai Baba. What a kind of leader he is. I can tell you there was one conference here in Prasanthanilayam, a training for youngsters on leadership program. They asked me also to talk to them. I saw the whole sheet. All the topics are related to the corporate offices, something. Then I said, where is the Sai element here? Why should I come? Invite some company fellow, you do it. I'm sorry. Sir, you say the same thing there, you come. So I went and said, what happened 1 year? All MBA boys sat in the front rows. All MBA boys. They were carrying their project work. Swami, what is all this? You carry books with you? They say, Swami, project. Yeah, project. What project it is? Leadership, Swami. Leadership project. A leader is here, what project? When leader is here, what project? Project. That is enough, what all that you observe here. So if at all we want to have any kind of leadership program, let us take Swami as the leader of leaders. Leader of, I got so many points on that. That goes to another hour like that. I pray Bhagavan to limit me to the time limit. I know you are all urban people, highly conscious of time, while I come from rural background. And so, I'm beyond time and space. And so, there's another program there in Prasanthanilayam, a kind of training program to youth, special program. I look at the sheet. Youth will become certainly geriatric or age if they listen to those talks. Finish. You'll get into samadhi immediately. That's why we know so many students. Our students are very special and unique. They have special style of sleeping with the eyes open. We teachers, poor fellows, we think that they are following very well. This I have learned after 1 year of my coming here. So that's special spiritual exercise. So we should, youth, how Swami inspires youngsters. What kind of topics he dealt in the past. Just go through the summer showers in Vrindavan. They are all meant for youth of this country. They are meant for the youth of the world for that matter. I can tell you, my friends, the time has come, rather it is rather late, that we have propagated Sai message and mission more than ever before. Let us not speak of our own personal experiences, personal glorification, personal aggrandizement. No. His message, which is most precious. Nobody, of course, let me not name the institutions, because I don't want to criticize anybody. Education in human values was the program taken up by Bhagavan for the first time in this country. But it is successfully copied by another spiritual organization in a big way, that the central government comes forward funding the entire project. bearing all the expenses. It only means a thought of Swami, see how it has traveled across the seas. Yes. Educare is first started by Bhagavan and it has spread like wildfire. So most of the programs started by Bhagavan, they are spreading like anything. What is our job today? Particularly in metropolitan city like this, a cosmopolitan society, with all the elite and educated people, my appeal to all of you is this. What does Swami says about leadership? What is Sai's style of management? How do you speak on human values? Not collecting some books. We have got the Google, you'll get all that information, whatever you want. Human values can be learned from Swami. Please go through his biography. Go see, watch him, his life and mission. You will learn all human values. Let us keep Swami as a center and talk about different topics. That is absolutely necessary today. More important than speaking of one's own personal experiences repeatedly. I know some people speak like that, repeatedly, that most of the audience got them by heart. I know what he's going to speak next. No. What does he say about it? What is Swami? What is his message? I'll give you a few examples. While speaking on the dais, he said, you know that I think I have hit this table. The table has hit me back. This is what is called, for every action, there's equal and opposite physics. That's what Swami is. One time he said, Yemudaya? Nothing. What is here? Nothing. What nothing? Nothing is everything. Everything is nothing, he said. Nothing is everything. Everything is nothing. That's what quantum physics, the latest physics, speaks about. The latest science. And Swami was also speaking on this. Matter and energy are reversible. Matter would become energy. Energy would become matter. That's what the latest science. Wonderful. That's what Swami is. But we have no time to think in these directions. Even to me, whether I get Pada Namaskar or not. At least I should get some chain. I should opportunity to give the rose flower. I have got my family waiting. Why don't you give interview? That's what we have. An idea of Swami is so silly, so silly. We can't afford to do that any longer. As an institution, as an organization, if we are to survive for long, we have to take this message, spread his message, draw inspiration, draw the attention of every professional, all scientists in this country, and then we'll be very successful in spreading Sai message. I can tell you that there may be any contemporary organization with all kinds of achievements, really appreciate, compliment, but Sai message is unique, second to none, on all topics. One day I was speaking about the stars, the distance between this star and that star, this planet and that planet. He went on speaking like that. 2 days over, 3 days over. How long can we hear that? Boys came to me and said, sir, please. And I want, sir, please tell Swami to change the topic. What am I to do? In the afternoon, Swami will get down and sit there on the chair. Immediately I went and said, Swami, excuse me. Again, Swami, sun, moon, stars, planets were there even before I was born. They will continue to exist even after me. The distance is there anyway. Please, Swami. Again, speak about your childhood, Swami. Speak about Bhagavatam. Speak about Krishna Leela. That's what. Oh. He is the witness. He changed the topic. From that evening he started speaking on Bhagavatam. That evening. If you want to know the epics in the true sense, you should go through his books. You should go read the literature. Simple example. And Swami talks, for example, Ramayana. It carries both. One, the narration, another, the significance of every event. Significance. Narration, Valmiki Ramayana, and the interpretation, Adhyatma Ramayana, simultaneous. Meant for the youth. Simple one example. Sir, you please tell me when the time up. Please oblige me like that.
No, please sit down.
Because I'm afraid if I go and speak like that, you may not invite me next time.
So you want to sit down?
I'm selfish, Because even Swami like that. We went to Bombay and Delhi and all along with Swami returned. And they returned to Vrindavan. I got this weakness to share everything, what all that had happened. And there at the gate, Vrindavan gate, all our Sevadars were gathered around, said, what happened? I started talking about it. In the meanwhile, Swami said a word, let Anilkumar come here. Tomorrow, anyhow, I am going to ask you to speak in Rameshwar. Why do you start speaking on the road today? All day I could not control what am I doing. That day I was speaking and I crossed the limits all the time. Then Swami said, tomorrow also I'll give another chance. Bus for today. Tomorrow also you can. So I had to go like that, kindly let me know. One example from Ramayana and Bhagavan said. Rama, Sita, Lakshmana, they went to a hermitage, ashram, and they were in the same dress, in the same style as those rishis of the ashram. They sat there. Sita on lady's side, Rama, Lakshmana on this side. I don't think Valmiki recorded this. And looked at the boys. Same thing in those days also. Same thing. Ladies one side, gents one side. Same. Oh, I see. Then other people started looking at the guests. Rama, Lakshmana, and Sita. The royal people, You can easily find out the royal faces. But they were inquisitive to know who they are. Curiosity. They saw Sita there sitting. Amma. Is your husband here? She said, yes. Then they started showing some. Is he your husband? No. Is your husband? No. Is your husband? No. When it came to Rama's turn, is your husband? She just bent her head in silence. See that Baba technique. Neti, the theory of denial. No. Ultimately, you come to the center, the Brahman. The Brahman are the awareness, that subjective consciousness. Until you come to that level, we go on denying no, neti. Therefore, Sita said no. And he said, who can tell you like that? Who can tell you? Nobody. And then some boys are there. You want to give some insight. Rama is not like you. Sita is not like these days. She did not get up and say, hey, Rama, get up. She didn't say like that. Meaning, he wants to teach to the youngsters. He wants to pass his message in depth, its significance to elderly people. How nicely he has done it, really. What a fantastic job. All of you must have heard that. I saw Swami materializing wings of Sri Ramachandra, also of Chudamani of Sita, and Ravanasura, yes, that Hara. I saw the Swami materializing these things. But next day they won't be there on the table. Next day. Swami, what happened yesterday? What happened yesterday? They belong to those deities. Why should we have their property here? I have sent them back. I have sent them back those rings to Rama because they belong to him. Why do I have it here? That is Swami. The wit and humor and philosophy, they all go together. All kinds. You see, in fact, I have not seen the chain of Sita. I have seen everything else. I said, Swami is Sita. Keep quiet. Then I told boy, Sarai, you ask him. They went to Swami is Sita, Sita, right? Anilkumar told you, right? Keep quiet, you see. Then one day, he visited the residence of Mr. Raman, the Advocate General of Tamil Nadu at that time. Swami visited their house. What a decoration. Green everywhere. On the hilltop, green carpet. At the center, red velvet cloth where Swami could walk. And behind, Swami swing, beautiful swing. And that beautiful swing has got velvet cloth, velvet red color, pillows on both sides. And the chains, hanging chains there, they decorated with roses and jasmine flowers. How wonderful. Swami sat there. Raja. So really, 2 eyes were not enough to see Swami. I thought that is the best time. Went closely. Swami, Sita. You are not going to leave Sita. What is it? Come on. We materialize it. Sita's chain. What sight it is. Divinity, expression, in-depth study, the spiritual values, the narration. What a wonderful narration it is. Excellent storyteller, par excellence. That is Bhagavan. Therefore, my friends, we should bring to the attention of the general public who Swami is, how Swami described Ramayana, how speaks on Bhagavad Gita. For example, in Bhagavad Gita, Ananyas Chintayanto Mam Yejana Paryupasate. He explains that sloka. Esham Nichavyuktanam Yogakshemam Vahamyaham. Krishna gave assurance that you will take care of yoga and kshema. Therefore, devotees are elected. Relax, you take your job. Then Swami, how about the first sentence? Ananyas Chintayanto Mam. I will take care of those people who do not think of anything else with concentrated, focused attention on me alone. So that fellow, Yogakshemam Vahami. How he explains every sloka. But I am not going to speak on Gita again. But one thing I will tell you. Swami, Bhagavad Gita seems to be full of contradictions, opposites, polarities. However, I understand. He speaks Sakara, formful God, Nirakara, formless God. He speaks of Saguna with attributes. He speaks of Nirguna, attributeless. What am I to follow, Swami? What am I to? Emra, Bhagavad Gita is meant for everybody. It will appeal to you depending upon your stage of sadhana, your level of understanding, your level of comprehension. Then he started giving example. Anything spontaneous. It doesn't take single second. Amen. Supposing I ask you, when did you come? What do you say? I have come now, son. I have come now. Here, I have come. Who has come here? I means what? Your body. You cannot say, Swami, my body has come and I am outside. We say that. When you say, I have come, meaning? I meaning the body. All right. When there is some pain in the leg, my leg is paining. My stomach is upset. Then you are not the body. At one time you say you are the body. At another time you say that you are not the body. Therefore, depending upon your level, Bhagavad Gita takes you to higher stages. If you know that Samadhi Yoga, the state of steadiness, the state of consciousness, the state of awareness, then what does he say? Sarva dharman parityajya mamekam saranam vraja. You don't need to practice anything else. Mam ekam saranam vraja. It is enough if you surrender to me. Therefore, Gita can be understood from the background of Bhagavan talks. Ramayana can be enacted right in front of our eye if you read Ramakatha Rasavahini. What it describes. Therefore, I appeal to you and say once again, being a teacher, I am guilty of repetition. I urge all of you, youngsters, educated people, particularly from cities like that, to concentrate on his message. Come on, spread his message. Different shades, different aspects of Swami, different aspects. So much of literature is available with us. But it's very unfortunate. Most of the people, young or old, they start speaking of their own experiences. Swami appeared in my dream. So how can I help you? There's one lecturer, let me not name him. He used to tell me every day, Swami appeared in my dream, took me to the dining hall. Next, Swami appeared in my dream, he took me along with him in his car. Every day. That being beginning period, I could tolerate for 1 month. Then next month I said, Swami appeared in my dream and said not to believe whatever he said. The experiences and dreams are absolutely personal. It is not the experience that matters. Experiences are dual. Experiences are passing clouds. But experiencer, upadrashta maheshwara. Upadrashta is eternal witness. So think of the experiencer, but not the experiences. Experiences are varied, but experiencer is one and the same. Subjective consciousness, that awareness, that chaitanya, that we should be aware of that. Therefore, Bhagavan speaks of all these aspects in all his discourses. Let me share them with masses. There are many places people ask me, did Bhagavan say that? Does he say that? Why we have brought to that level? Because there are some people who say, I came here 68 and in 70 I could get accommodation. In 75, I'm not interested in biography. Why do you mention all the doings? Please tell me what kind of transformation has come in your life. What kind of transformation? Simple example. One doctor came to Swami. He is from Italy. He attended International Cardiothoracic Surgeons Conference. He is a personal doctor attached to Pope. You know what he said on the dais? The second day. Yesterday I was praying to Lord Jesus Christ as for Catholic practice, with the doors bolted inside, kneeling down, I was praying to Jesus Christ. Very soon I noticed a hand laid on my shoulder. I looked behind, there I saw Bhagavan Sri Sathya Sai Seva. This is said, sir, I'm a witness. And then Swami, how are you here? I bolted the door. How is it you can come here? Bolts or nuts or screws to Swami punching. The bolts and screws and nuts don't come in the way. And then he declared on the stage, please note this, Christian world may disown me. Catholic Church may disown me. But I declare openly, Sathya Sai Baba is the cosmic Christ. Sathya Sai Baba is the Christ who has come again as promised in Holy Bible. That's what the doctor said. Actually, I listened to these things and very much excited. Swami finished his talk at Harati and went back to Purnachandra Auditorium, where he stayed for some time. I ran on the road like a mad fellow. Ran. All students are watching. What happened to this man? Running and went to Purnachandra and told him, open the door all myself. Nobody dares to open like that. One should check his insurance before doing that. I hope that Swami sat there. I gave what happened? Swami, the lecture he gave. He said, your cosmic Christ, Christ come again, as promised in Holy Bible. It is not ordinary things, Swami, I said. Anything wrong there? Oh, ippadaaka ordinary anukuntunnava. So till now you are thinking it's ordinary. Vaadu vachi cheppali neeku. And you don't know all this here with him. I also remember a talk given there in Vrindavan by Baranski on Kirlian photography from Arizona University, United States, and he spoke. He spoke at length that with the help of this Kirlian photography, he could take the pictures of so many saints and noble people across this country. When he came there to take the picture of Swami, the camera could not adjust different colors. Finally, he could get some pink color coming from the devotees towards Swami, and another picture color coming towards the devotees. Love towards that side, love from this side. Love. That's what Swami says, heart to heart, love to love. And that Baransky said, I'm a famous physicist today. I risk my reputation. Bhagavan said, Sai Baba is God. That's what he said. Bhagavan said, Sai Baba is God. Therefore, my friends, we think that we know him very well. There are many, many people who know him better than what we know. Argentina. There's one place by name Buenos Aires, the capital of Argentina. One lady came to me. Her name is Sarita. She said, Mr. Anilkumar, your English is not proper. Oh, good. I said, why? Your translation for this word, Satchidananda, is not correct. It is not correct. All the Latin America, they speak Spanish language. How is that she knows English? How is that she could correct me? Then Amma, I'm very glad to go wrong. I congratulate myself to commit this mistake, which is pointed out by a Spanish lady. Let me touch your feet. Then that's not proper translation, and one should be different. That's what we say. I saw some of the devotees, they read Tripura Rahasyam, Yoga Vasishtam. If Sanatana Dharma is globalized, it is because of Bhagavan Sri Sathya Sai Baba. We could see 300 youngsters coming from Japan, Tokyo, who could recite Veda for 1 hour there. We could have 50 youngsters from Abu Dhabi who recite Veda in front of Bhagavan. Unity of religions in letter and spirit. So when we go about propagation of Sai message, number one, to spread his message, uniqueness of it. Number two, the mission of Sri Sathya Sai. Number three, Sai as an ideal leader, Sai as an ideal manager, Sai as a world teacher. Number four, all his insights into our scriptures, they should be brought to the attention of the public. That which is something new, that which is something novel. Most of you must have heard of Kamavadhani, very elderly man in Prasantralayam, who died at the age of 90 or so. He knows all the 4 Vedas. He asked Swami, Swami, you are narrating certain things which are not there in the original scripture. Valmiki wrote Ramayana. I read it many times. What you are saying here are not there. How am I to understand? You know what Baba said? He wrote what he knows. He cannot know more than I know about myself. He cannot know what I know about myself. Therefore, sir, I am so happy to have met you all. I can go on and on, because life is like that. My life and my breath is to spread this message. I have no charm of life, nothing. Believe me or not, I have not written a single letter to Swami, no. Letter of complaint or anything, nothing like that. Because I have got my own problems. We have to face our own problems. Let me not burden Swami. Let me talk to him. Let me make him laugh. Let me make him smile. Let me make him stand in front of me for some time, so that all will have the benefit of the divine darshan. That is my ambition. Therefore, one day while just coming down, Vrindavan, just climbing down the steps, all people were there. All people, Gangadhar City, Dr. Padmanabhan, Nagaya, L.R. Krishnan, they were all there. Students also were there. And Swami called me and said, "What do you want? I'll give you now. What do you want?" Swami, I don't want anything. Do you follow English? Why did you say I don't? I said, I want to know what you want. Tell me. Swami, without asking, when you are giving everything, why should I ask anything, Swami? Why? Everywhere you go on lecturing. It's not that. Stop it. Ask, I will give. Then Swami said, "Moksha you want? I will give you." I said, "Swami, I don't want." Then he looked at all the elders. Your principal is a pakal hai. He is a mad fool. All religious people want moksha. This fellow says, "I don't want." Why don't you want? Swami, I don't know what moksha is. Whether it's tall or short, beautiful or ugly, fair or dark, sweet or hot. I have no taste of moksha. Nobody came and said, "Anilkumar, moksha is beautiful, please come here." Nobody. So why should I ask that I do not know? But since you are insisting that I should ask you something to be granted, my prayer is, let me be born again and again. Carry your message to every step or every doorstep all over the world. That's what I want to do. Come on, take Namaskar. You bless me. Because enjoy Swami. Not with demands, petitions, requests. No. You can enjoy. Enjoy his divine presence. So beautiful how he looks at people, follow his jokes. There's one gentleman who walks like that. He was going, Varanda, Swami saw that. Right. See how he is. Because he's far up. And he have our face, body question mark, body like question. Can you believe that Swami jokes like that? Follow him, how he enjoys. There is one gentleman who used to offer prayer to Swami. Sai Ishwaraya Vidmahe Sathya Devaya Dhimani. Immediately Swami will tell the boys, "Ye mera auto rickshaw madri." And enjoy him, Rama. Look at him, enjoy the fun. Because you will not get opportunity. There's one lady from Singapore, and she served as a teacher there in Singapore. I think she's still there in something like that. Went to the other world, I do not know. And Swami asked her to sing. What is? Better I not say that. And she brought some small ducky. Started playing and singing. Very, very difficult there. And Swami will look at the boy, Sankranti season, the wife, you're a nice guy. That lady, very nice. Another song, very, you don't have very Can you imagine these things? The time flies like that. Time flies like that. In the company, Swami. I pray to Swami to grant me many more opportunities of this kind. I thank you for your patience. I thank you for your time. I thank you for your kind invitation. And Bangalore is so dear to me. And any place comes next to Bangalore because that brought Swami very, very close to me. That made me to sit at his feet and translate his talk for about 23 years. Really, it's all with grace, and my spiritual journey started from here, Bangalore. I'm grateful to each and every one of you. Thank you. With the resistance, I'm concluding my talk. Not that I cannot speak. With the resistance, born of total selfishness, of visiting again and again, I take leave from you. Thank you very much. Jaya Abhayankara, Jaya Sai Shankara, Jaya Abhayankara, Jaya Sai Shankara, Jaya Pralayankara.